Brandon, what are some keys to each team?
I think honestly the Celtics the Celtics as a whole need to just keep doing what they've been doing. The biggest thing for them is just offensively keep their momentum. They're one of those teams where they'll get it one bucket, then you blink and they're on a 10-0 run. They have a bunch of big momentum guys, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Robert Williams, just a bunch of big momentum guys. They need to just work to get started in the game and not give up. They're one of those teams that I feel like when they get hot, they're impossible to figure out.
Yeah, for me, I think the key to the Celtics is obviously Tatum and Jaylen Brown need to be themselves. Obviously, Al Horford needs to keep scoring in bursts like he does, and Robert Williams needs to be healthy. But two big keys that are somewhat unexpected, in my opinion, Marcus Smart and Derek White's defense, 100%. In the games where they've played the Warriors, the 2 games this year, and I guess Derek White on San Antonio, Derek White and Marcus Smart guarded Steph Curry incredibly. I think he went 1 for 7. I don't think he had many points. I think he was held 30% shooting career against one of them. So I think if their defense, they could somewhat stifle Curry and Clay. I'm not saying stifle them completely. That's an impossible feat. But I'm saying put Jason Tatum in a position where he can outplay Steph Curry. And that job is allocated to Derek White and Marcus Smart. If they can do that successfully, the Boston Celtics can win this series.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Another guy that I think is critical for them is just Peyton Pritchard needs to hit his shots when he gets in the game. You saw it a lot in the Nets series. I think there were 2 or 3 games when they'd sub him in and he hit 3 3-pointers in 3 possessions. It's little things like that that win you a series. It's not it's good defense. It's small runs. It doesn't need to be Tatum having 40 a night. It's the little things like that that really build up and win series for them.
Yes, but then again, Peyton Pritchard had 2 and 4 minutes in the last 2 games. Mm-hmm. So I think if he's playing, it's in his 3 minutes, not going to make a huge difference. I agree the little things matter, but I don't think that specifically is one of the little things that should matter. How about the Warriors? What can they do to win this series?
Honestly, they just need to put Curry in a position to succeed. And if Curry, like you said, I like how you said it, if Curry, if they find a way to stop Curry, they have so much talent offensively, whether it's Poole, Wiggins, Clay, or even Gary Payton II, just make sure someone's scoring the ball constantly because Boston's one of those teams that you give them a lead, they run with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's as much Curry as making sure Clay and Poole can score. Poole has been scoring really well, he did in the Western Conference Finals, but I feel like Poole hasn't been as good as he was in the first round, and there were games where they won the game because of Jordan Poole this year and the first round. So I think obviously Curry's play is huge, but if they can put themselves in a position where they can win without Curry scoring 20, if they can win games with Jordan Poole being their leading scorer, or Klay Thompson being their leading scorer, that's good. So I think a lot of this series is dependent on if Klay can score the ball especially, and Poole off the bench. Plus they're getting Gary Payton back tonight. So I think a lot of this series is dependent on guard play. We know we're going to get out Jason Tatum. We know Curry's going to score the ball somewhat. We know Wiggins will put in his points and Draymond will put in his 2 cents. But I think a lot of this comes down to the Golden State Warriors guards offense versus the Boston Celtics guards defense.